of the muscles.
Hello. The ramifications of muscles. That's the first line in this one.
Yay!
Hello, everybody. Welcome to another session of Tales of the Harbor, an actual play of OVA here on Twitch. I'm Wordsy, and I'm going to be your DM for this one. Joining me are my very good friends, Public Opinion, B-Drops, and Action Shakespeare. Say hello, everybody.
Hello, everybody.
Damn, guys. I mean, I did the last ones. Does anybody want to give this one a shot?
Let's see, whose turn is it? I
Any-
can do it. I'll read it word for word.
Wait a minute. No, editorialize if need be.
Nah.
Oh man.
Uh-oh.
Wait.
There it is.
What?
I can only assume the
Okay.
weight was also written.
No.
No, sorry, I had to clear my throat, like legitimately. After I cleared my throat, it ruined me.
Oh no, it's this time.
Yeah.
This time on Tales of Harbor, the idol concert looms over the town of Harbor. Literally, gigantic spires reaching the heavens are being constructed in the Samurai Coliseum, and the people are grabbing their tickets now at Eons Online. And that Eons Online is kaput. That's my bad. I misread that.
Oh, I thought I fucked it up.
No,
No.
they're grabbing their tickets now that Eons Online is kaput. Though there is something stirring underneath the city, our heroes remain
Fuck.
focused on the task at hand.
I'm so bad at this.
I understand the feeling, the emotion. The party prepares with one another while tending to their duties at ASE. Do I read the next? Yeah.
No, Nope. Don't.
No?
It's
No?
fine.
Okay.
Yumi Soto and the mysterious Ellen stand in the way of reaching the hearts of Harbor. Will our crew be able to defeat the almost perfect tailor-made idol team? Find out tonight on Tales of Harbor Session 15, Iron Garden.
Okay, sorry. There's just like that line separation. I wasn't sure if I was supposed to read that.
You probably were. You just bailed out.
I jumped in to save my own skin.
You
What
jumped
are you
in on
talking
the part
about?
that was fine.
Nah, it's fine. Anyway, let's play a tabletop game together, friends. Do you want to do that?
I guess.
Sure.
Okay.
Sounds like a good time.
Yeah. Okay, so last time you guys had dinner. Daisy, Victoria,
Yeah, that's
Xellen,
it.
you guys well, among other things, there was anger, there was emotion, there was just raw feelings that were laid bare amidst the three central characters in our story here. And the idol competition now sits 2 days away. You guys have had time to work together, practice some stuff here and there, and maybe prepare in different ways, which I'm going to ask all of you now. How have you spent the past few days preparing for this idol competition, if at all?
Well, Zellen's been renting space down at the community workshop, machine shop place,
Mhm.
constructing her instrument, the siren.
Ooh.
Oh god, it's so cool.
The musical cue for the siren is played by the siren.
I should have grabbed the theremin. I'm an idiot.
Yeah, that's, easy thing.
That's on me.
The siren is it's like a theremin, but the volume controls is a manually operated lever that opens and closes the mouth of a steel skull with a speaker in it.
Well, that's awesome.
So it kind of carries it like a guitar, and it's got two kind of tone control rods sticking out the back of it that she kind of manipulates with her left hand and the electrokinetic telekinesis.
Ooh, that's a cool way to play a theremin. All right. Victoria, what you've been up to?
Victoria has been hard at work making some new songs for this venue.
Okay. Daisy, what's What's up with you?
Hmm.
You've had an interesting past couple of, let's say,
Daisy's been spending the past couple days panicking. Um, yeah, like Daisy's still kind of has her own big responsibility to take care of. So it hasn't left her with a whole lot of time to actually focus on the task at hand.
No, it hasn't.
Um, she's been organizing a lot of documents and maybe making some phone calls for future plans. Let's just say that. Let's just plant that seed.
Ooh,
Um,
a seed.
she's gotta get in touch with some people.
All right. Okay. Well, while you guys have been preparing and getting ready for this massive idol competition that could control the very future, it's a show. You guys have noticed that more and more there are people who are, bad mouthing samurai from like online forums. Sometimes you guys get text messages from like petitions and stuff that say, or we need this mega super ultra corporation out of our goddamn city, please sign here. And there's graffiti and stuff, just like big X's or the letter K's over top of like samurai posters and stuff around town. There's something happening. But we begin in earnest at the offices of ASC. Daisy, there's 2 days before this big show. Work hasn't been super slow either. A lot of people seem to have like lost things while they were playing Eons Online, while they were distracted by this video game. And you guys have been kind of on the phones or on the app pretty regularly, returning or finding lost things for people.
Daisy's been handing out the scripts to everybody to answer all the concerns that people will keep consistently bringing up. Namely the one where people claim that they lost a lot of money while playing Eons Online, and how that is not within the scope of ASC's services.
You get more than a couple people like, yeah, I lost like $2,500 playing Eons. Is that recoverable?
No.
Yeah, sorry. Daisy and Xellen the script. We got to train her to take phone calls.
So Xellen, Victoria, in between preparation, you guys you're working here and there, and with the 2 days remaining, you find yourself with a little bit of free time. What are you guys up to so close to the show?
Well, during a slow point of the workday, Xellen is going to go see Daisy in her office.
Oh. Yeah, you approach the
Yeah, sorry.
back office. Yeah.
Daisy's default seems to be filing paperwork every once in a while.
It's relaxing, I would imagine.
Yeah. She needs to pace herself so she doesn't run out.
Daisy,
What? Oh. Hi, Xellen.
do you have a minute?
Sure. What did you need?
I
Shuffles a paper away.
I was wondering if you could help me with a problem.
Yeah. Sure. What's going on?
Do you ever have bad feelings?
Hmm.
I've never seen somebody load a question into a gun and shoot it.
Daisy, Daisy just kind of stares at Cylinder. Yeah.
I've
Yes, in my life.
lately I've been having some problems. And I was like I was wondering if you knew how to deal with feelings. Like
Uh,
lately, like you know, last week I went to the skate park with Timony and had a good time, but there after one afternoon, he was, you know, better than I was after practicing for a week and a half straight. And I was I tried my best to just be happy for him. And I know it's irrational. He's had, a decade more experience like moving his body around. So it's not I shouldn't compare myself to him that way, but I, when he was doing so well after just a day, if he kept practicing, he'd surpass me in 2 weeks, and I it's things. I don't know how to. When I think about how there's always somebody who's just, no matter how hard I try, is going to be better than me. That no matter how hard I work, she's just effortlessly
uh,
more skilled. I don't. It makes me feel bad.
wait, were we still talking about Timothy?
I mean, just a general person who, no matter what I try, there's
Oh,
going to
okay.
always be somebody who's better at it.
Right.
It takes. I have to. I have to work so hard just to achieve the baseline that everyone else seems to have been born with.
Oh, okay.
And there's
Oh, okay, yeah. Go on.
like when when we when we stole the Kika, everybody was really nice to her, and see, I'm doing it now too. The Kika is an actual robot who has been programmed that way. I'm not. I was not. But when I see everyone being nice to the Kika, it makes me worry that people don't. How do I know that people really respect me as a person and not just they don't just react to me because I look like I'm human?
Okay, that's a lot. That's a lot to unpack. Um, hmm. Well, I mean, if it's any consolation for the last part, I don't
react to you the same way I do the Kinka.
Hmm.
I don't want to, you know, I feel like it'd be rude to say certain things, but you're definitely on a different level than that. So I can offer that at least. I'm kind of glad someone else kind of noticed that because I don't know. It just since I've met you, you've always been you to me.
Well, thank you.
That's yeah. It's probably not the cleanest reassurance, but it is what I got. As for the other stuff, oh boy. I don't know if I'm really totally equipped to tackle that one myself, for a few reasons.
Right. But how do you've been how do you deal with bad how do you deal with the when emotions are feel like they're going to make your skin ignite and fall off?
uh, that's a great question. Uh, Currently it seems like I deal with them by locking myself in my apartment for an entire day. I might
Hmm.
need a little work myself. But the important part, I guess, if I'm gonna spin this in a nice way, is that I did eventually leave and get back to you guys. And back to the things I needed to do. It's I I don't know if we can ever prevent stuff from getting us down, but I don't know. It's hard to describe how you get back up, but sometimes you just need to. There's lots of things that remind you why you need to.
I haven't always dealt well with jealousy in the past, and I'm worried that something I'm worried.
Well, at least from everything excuse me, I'm gonna drink of water. From at least everything I understand, letting it just sit inside of you is not the best way to do it.
Hmm.
If you
Sometimes
go ahead.
sometimes I wish that I could cry. It feels sometimes like
Uh,
that's how you're supposed to let it out, but it feels like sometimes it's my head is filled with poison and there's no escape.
well, like I said, finding a way to let it out is pretty important a lot of the time, in a healthy way, in a non-destructive way, hopefully. Uh, it, I mean, talking to me is probably okay, even if I don't have a lot to say about it. Uh, does it feel a little better to at least mention it?
Yes.
That's a good first step. Maybe if there's someone specific or someone else you trust or even someone you need to say it to,
kind of avoids eye contact.
You know, it might be good to consider working to that.
Hmm. Well, thank you. I'll do my best.
I hope I said anything useful.
Well, good to not be alone this time, at least. Thank you.
You're welcome, Xellen.
I'll let you get back to the paper.
Okay.
I've never done this before, but hey, both of you, your next dice roll just gets an extra d6.
Cool. I feel like I've gained power.
Good.
Must be the paperwork.
It's probably the paperwork.
Got the paperwork.
Victoria, while these two are
Oh.
busy, what you've had some time alone, like while working during the day. Are you actually working, or are you working on idle stuff?
What work is there to be done?
Not a whole lot for you. A lot of like the actual like field work today is being done by the teens, who are being very secretive and like not cliquish, but they're like they're being like playfully coy about their idol performance.
Damn kids. Get back to work.
Spider and Gopher are just sort of like they've hired all of the Crush Ball team essentially to like form a wall around them at all times so you can't see them.
Victoria's probably going to be working on idle stuff then. If there isn't a whole lot being given to her
Mm-hmm.
that she can't shirk off to someone else.
Everybody shirked everything.
So Victoria, while you're working on music and stuff for the show, you get a moment to just think about what's about to happen. This might be the biggest stage you've performed on in a while. This is a coliseum that is going to be almost all of Harbor in attendance. There is the added caveat of a self-made rival who wants to defeat you is gunning for whatever perceived spot that she thinks you have. You know that Eden is going to be there. They have representatives and everything there, and you know that this entire thing is being run by Theodore Lark, and even if he's not there, he might have eyes. So I guess what's going through Victoria's mind? There's a lot of factors that tie directly to her at the moment.
Essentially, Victoria's a little. I shouldn't say a little. She's primarily preoccupied with changing people's perceptions with this performance. She wants to essentially she wants to sort of peel the veil back on Samurai for everybody, for the general public. She wants to prove herself to people who would not have ordinarily thought her capable of doing anything in her own manner. And that's really her main priority.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't really want to let herself get too distracted from that.
Okay, sure. You are focused. We've seen Victoria kind of gung ho about stuff. Have we ever seen her this sort of like, I guess, driven to this goal, like something like this?
Probably not. I mean,
Okay.
like how do I put this? Well, like empowering or supporting or encouraging people has not like been remotely a unusual thing for her to do up until this point. She hasn't really focused her entire efforts into it before,
Mhm.
and a lot of what we've seen of her up until this point for regarding musical performance, even in battle, has just been her sort of having fun with it.
Right.
So this is definitely like an entirely different level of importance to her, an entirely different level of focus. And she has a lot of personal reasons for taking this as seriously as she does.
Well, that's lovely. Um, so while you guys go about your day at work, we switch views a little bit. Um, we see in an office in a building somewhere in Harbor, Kumi Soto and Ellen are sitting across from Theodore Lark and Gladys Knight, the it's not her name, but the two heads of the Samurai Idol event that's going down. Um, Kumi is kind of like listlessly flipping through a phone, while Ellen is kind of very excitedly, seemingly like talking about the show and the performance and what's going to happen. Theodore places up a hand, and we hear him very calmly simply say, "Listen, both of you have nothing to worry about. You've been practicing for this with everything in your being. I'm sure that we'll all reach our goals here." He kind of looks at Kumi and says, "Besides, I've come to think of both of you as something somewhat as part of my family. So allow me to be the first to wish you good luck out there. It's going to be one heck of a show. A lot of the competition is stiff, but you guys have the full backing of MMT and Samurai." Kumi kind of looks up and goes, "Yeah, okay, whatever, dude. I just want to make sure that, like, when she gets up on stage, you keep your end of the bargain and you get those eyes on me." Theodore smiles and nods and says, "Not a problem. We will make sure that the people of Harbor know exactly who they should be cheering for." And with that,
Ambiguous.
we return. So the rest of the day passes. Very little, problems arise. So if you guys had anything else you wanted to do before the day ends, you would have time to do that as, you're closing up shop and getting ready to head home for the night. The competition, like I said, is now less than a day away, and 2 days away, I'm sorry. So, I'm sure nerves are growing around the office. You've seen Renee, 87, and Glide drive by the office and glare without doing much else every once in a while.
What kind of car?
It's just the Faust and Found van.
I'm very much imagining it is entirely Renee and Glide, and poor 87 is just sort of sitting in there.
She's
In the
sort
back texting.
she's sitting in the front seat, but like you can see her sword is in her lap and she appears to be meditating. But like Renee is like hanging out the window while driving and just grinning like an idiot, and Glide is flying around like a gnat on the outside of the vehicle, just kind of like.
So
I'm picturing
what
87
kind of
like calmly holding it steady with one hand while he's leaning out the window.
What kind of specter hunts their van?
You would have to ask.
Extremely unchill one.
You would have to ask them.
I'm imagining they got like the steering wheel is like a wheel off a shipwreck, and they got a ghost pirate.
Ooh.
Such a cool
So
idea.
big.
Well, regardless, Xellen, Victoria, Daisy, do you guys have anything else you wanted to knock out for the end of the day?
But this is not the last chance to do things before the.
No, you will have a chance right before the show proper.
I think I don't have anything specific. No.
Okay. Not a problem.
Just general, checking in with Victoria, asking about how it's going.
Victoria, it's all right.
I'm sorry. What'd you say, words?
Victoria, it's going all right.
Yeah, she's not like going to ignore Zelen or anything, but she's like noticeably distracted. If ever someone comes to talk to her while she's working on this stuff, she'll happily like talk about it, but she'll be a little less inclined to talk about anything else.
Ah, fair enough.
Don't worry, Victoria. I'm not going to let you down.
No, that's my reaction.
Are you sure that's not hers?
It might be a little bit hers.
It's the
She
internal one.
Internally. Yeah.
That's her internal reaction. Victoria does have every confidence in Zelen. She expresses her gratitude with a big old smile and a clap on the shoulder before getting right back to work.
Okay. So, as the night ends, the three of you return to your various abodes. Xellen, Victoria, you return home to find a note on the door and a box in front of it. It is signed from Teresa Harper. The note attached says, I am so sorry I couldn't come to the little soiree, but I prepared something for you in advance. I hope you enjoy it.
Oh shit, presents!
Daisy, you have a similar package, but this one is kind of, how do I put this? There's a very ornate lock on a cardboard box with a key, and there's a note that says, "You have truly granted me succor in a time of need, so I thought I would do something in return." And the three of you, do you open your gifts?
Daisy makes a
Yes.
face at that
Yes.
note.
Daisy, as you're making a face,
Huh?
the Kika whirs online, her spider legs kind of pop out, and she crawls over. Hey, we need more limes. The lemons are starting to run low, and I have determined that limes provide a slightly greater energy output.
That's a strange thing to say.
No,
But okay.
it's a self-preservation thing to say, and I don't make money.
Fine. All right. I'm going to open my package now.
Okay. She stares at you.
Do you have anything else you could be doing?
No.
Oh. Okay.
Daisy goes about her business.
As you open your packages, you find the absolute sickest outfits. Perhaps you've seen them. They are ornately designed frills, ribbons, and just about any, and more than a couple of height to the heels attached. And inside of each of the boxes says, I hope that you enjoy looking your absolute best.
Always.
Uh,
How'd you get my measurements?
Daisy, come on.
That wasn't part of your application.
That was part of yours? What kind of
I think it was
business
in there
are you
somewhere.
running? I need to.
I can't remember.
need
It
to
was
look
either
in
on
the
my
files.
application or I put it in my resume.
Well, my body is standard.
Damn. All right. So, close in hand. You guys have a day before the competition. Did you guys want to practice? Did you guys want, like, you're not gonna have to do a lot at ASC today. Timony and Alex have made sure of that, and Maple has taken a break from making smoothies to do some more deliveries for you guys. But what do you do with your 24 hours remain?
Xellen needs to talk to Victoria.
Okay, well, you know where she lives.
Oh God.
So I imagine, like, if they're, I don't know, Victoria's probably putting the finishing touches on the routine or the song. Because Zellen's been doing her calibrations on the siren to make it musical, trying to figure out what actually produces notes instead of noises.
Notes are just noises in sequence.
Well, there are specific frequencies.
Yeah, you are correct.
But there are many.
That's quite a few.
You just tune it to one of those big ass pianos.
So we want to make music that people like. Well, Florida.
Theo out here with the opinions. So
Victoria collapses.
Well, the microtonal pianos are fascinating, but they are a harrowing trial on your soul to listen to.
y'all should listen to microtonal music. Take it from the Tales of Harbor crew. That shit's
It's pretty wild.
cool.
It's fascinating, but it's like Picasso's Guernica. It's not comforting.
Nothing about Picasso is comforting.
He's a rough man. You were talking to somebody, Xellen?
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Victoria, how did you get started with music?
Well, it took me a long time to really get into it. I don't know. When I came to Harbor, it just kind of seemed like the only thing that I really knew how to do just for myself, so I guess I really sort of just got into it.
It's when I first discovered music, I couldn't hear at the time, so I just saw it as frequencies and math. And when I was alone, I wanted anybody to know that I was alive. So for the first and up until now only time, I sang a song to let anybody who could hear it know that I existed.
Oh, that noise scared me for a second. Victoria grins pretty happily at that. She can very much relate to that feeling.
It didn't go so well that time.
Oh yeah? Let me hear it.
Hot cross buns. Hot cross buns. 1 a penny, 2 a penny. Hot cross buns. The
I like it. It's a classic.
I needed something that when somebody, saw it or detected it somehow, I didn't even know how they could find it. Something that wouldn't just look like random noise, that would indicate that there was a person behind it. And I kind of just picked I wasn't great at manipulating electromagnetism yet, so I needed something that, with just 3 frequencies to hit, it seemed feasible. And it worked after a fashion. I was discovered. Didn't well, in the long run it brought me here, so whatever happened then was as awful as it was. I can't I wouldn't change it now. Victoria, when MMT broke into my previous apartment and they disrespected me, I called out to you for help, and you did. That really means a lot to me. Thank you.
Yeah. I'm not gonna let anything else happen.
Well, I have a feeling that whatever, things are gonna change one way or another after this concert. When we win, this is the start of something big.
Start something beautiful.
Yeah, we're gonna hit this
So-
town hard. Samurai's not gonna know what to hit him.
It's a punch to the mouth.
There's no way we can lose. Right?
No, we are very strong.
Smash cut to Daisy Bunsen.
What? What? I didn't have my makeup on. What?
You ready for the show, Daisy?
No.
Why?
Stacey showed up to any of the rehearsals.
Okay, I guess if we've actually been doing, I suppose in universe we probably would have been practicing. No, she's too busy in the office.
Oh no.
She's missed every single rehearsal. What's she gonna do?
It's gonna be a travesty.
No, but boy, is she not a born entertainer. Daisy's kind of pacing around the apartment, but the outfit calls to her.
Mhm.
She needs to see how she looks.
The Kika chimes up and says, "You have made 36 rotations from your starting point."
Thanks.
37.
Oh.
Stops. Sonic the Hedgehog stopping noise. She picks up the box and just heads to her room
All right.
without another word.
Mm-hmm.
She's just kind of in the zone.
Yeah. Gotta psych yourself up. It's like wearing the Meezer shirt.
That was a lot easier.
So, Daisy, what do you do?
I mean, as time consuming as it is, because she definitely has to not keep it on for very long because it needs to be fresh for tomorrow. She does put on every piece of it,
Mm-hmm.
makeup and all.
Damn. Daisy, can you roll me a feeling yourself check? I know that's not a standard roll in the game of OVA, but go ahead and add any modifiers you think is relevant, and because of the outfit, add an additional 2d6.
Okay, let me. Oh well, I mean, I do got this cute roll.
Yeah, you do.
Heck yeah, you do.
Are you at all like nervous about putting this on? Like it, you know.
Absolutely,
Go ahead and knock off a d6 for nerves.
it's fair. I think, but with our, I think the Xellen talk you said was another d6.
If you want to add it to this, you can.
Oh, I can choose.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'll let you choose.
yeah, fucking whatever.
Feel good, DC. Please.
That's gonna be a good 6d6.
Just want to know if you're feeling
Ooh.
yourself.
That's an 8.
Damn, girl.
That's okay.
Yawn.
Allow me to. Oh yeah, fuck yeah. Allow me to step once more. So, Daisy Bunsen,
Uh-huh.
you know what beautiful things look like. You're a botanist. You know plants both magical and mundane, and you know the beauty that they bring into the world naturally. When you affix every piece of this outfit together, and you look at yourself in the light in a mirror, you swear for a moment that same feeling you get when you look at a just magnificent bouquet, or a new like genus of lily or orchid or something. You that same thought kind of flashes in your head.
Daisy, just kind of looks for a bit, and barely recognizes herself, but kind of in a good way.
Hmm.
Power.
And it's at that point that the eye makeup maybe starts getting smudged.
Oh. Rude. I ain't coming to your house to make you cry. What you doing? Okay. I think we can leave Daisy there for a little bit. You know, she's gonna take it off and be ready for tomorrow. But if there is nothing else, a full day
Huh?
pass. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say I think I'm good. Sorry.
But wait,
But wait. A full day passes. The excitement is palpable. You could cut the air as if it were a delicious bundt cake.
Mm.
The citizens of Harbor look to the sky and see Captain K fighting some sort of giant bug from space. But that's not the most important.
neat.
Yeah, but that's not what everybody's eyes are focused on. No, they are focused on the 4 gigantic spires that are now rising out of the Samurai Coliseum. Samurai seems to build with an otherworldly speed. They have constructed this perfect white, like, processed... processed Coliseum, which can hold thousands. The spires are obsidian in nature, making this thing look like some sort of yin and yang spider that has attached itself to the, like, near the center of harbor. The spires block out a lot of the skyline. They are horrifyingly brutal to harbor. They tower over so many things, and
I hate these guys.
as you all go to sleep or do not for the night, it's up to you. These towers meet you in one way or another. Daisy, from your window, you have a good view of downtown harbor. You can see the full, like, effect of these things, this pustule on harbor. Victoria, Xellen, normally as the sunset would hit your window, you would be greeted by a kind of nice orangey, purpley, like, cool color, but that is taken from you as the shadow of these obelisks blot out everything that is warm about harbor.
Whack.
Oh,
On the day of the competition, as everybody awakens, you guys have been given your invitations to meet at the Coliseum. There's a back entrance for you. You can arrive together or separate. That's up to you. And you will be put in a room with all the other performers before you go out. Does anybody make any final preparations?
Xellen makes sure she has a place to keep her sword.
You do.
Always have that motherfucking thing on me.
You know, I keep that
Just-
thing on me.
Just, well, it's hardly even just in case. This is like in preparation for when things inevitably go ape shit.
I mean, they probably will. I have real quick story. The first day I ever met my boss, he showed up to work with his jacket on, and he pulled out a water gun, and he took a selfie of it, and he texted it to me. And he was like, you know, I always keep that thing on me. And I was like, what?
day one?
Day one.
Well,
Powerful energy.
that's pretty powerful.
He was a cool guy. All right. So, are you guys going to the show together? Or are you taking separate cars?
I mean, I guess that's kind of up to Daisy.
A little bit.
Zellen's going to go with Victoria.
Yes.
Unless someone requested a carpool, I don't think Daisy would think to do it. Sorry.
Got that woober. Gotta
You
pack
can
up.
call her
We could. I
if
mean,
you want. It's up to you.
yeah, I guess we definitely should ask Daisy. Unless this was just simply agreed upon beforehand, but
I don't know. You guys are the friends. Do you text your?
oh god, we're friends.
I think
Yeah.
so.
Zellen will take if
Yeah.
Zellen will coordinate with Daisy.
Okay. Daisy get a message about carpooling, getting together.
Whoop.
Oh, well, yeah, I guess my car can fit. That's probably a better idea. I don't want them to woober.
I mean, Whooper's been great, but
What was that one guy?
Ricardo?
Ricardo.
Ric-
Yeah.
Yeah, Ricardo's just a real stellar dude. We
Real
always
stellar,
respect him,
5-star. All right,
but we
like
should probably save some cash.
it's super fair. Like a professional, going to have small suitcase that is carried to the venue that has clothing, makeup, and like hairstyling stuff in it.
Yeah.
You do not travel in your stage clothing.
Because it could get messed up. along
No,
the way.
definitely not.
No.
Please don't.
I think, yeah. I'll let Daisy be smart enough to know that much.
So, as you
I
guys
just slept in it.
She was just feeling herself so good she couldn't take it off.
just fell asleep standing up. So
I'm perfect now.
you guys get roll up with Daisy, and as you drive through harbor, you notice the streets are almost goddamn empty. Parked cars are just about everywhere. There appears to be flyers for the idol competition just kind of drifting through the streets. Every once in a while, you can see a wubway that's open still, and they are watching the start of the idol show on the TV in the wubway. It's
Not a submay?
no.
Okay.
And as you guys draw closer to the venue, the spires, seem larger than life as you approach. And you pull up to the performance entrance, where you can see a massive samurai limousine that has like a jacuzzi on top and like multiple extensions out to the side and stuff like that. It's lavish, garish, and awful. And then you see a second one, but this one is painted gold and blue and says Renee Ravel on the side. And then you see the ASC van name with a bunch of football equipment that has been placed inside, and some of it is missing as you pull up.
Hmm. I feel like I probably should talk to them about that after this.
Name's like, oh, what's up, guys? What are you doing here?
We're here to compete.
We're here to win.
Oh, radical. Cool. Hey, listen, coming from me, I think you guys got a pretty good shot at it.
Oh, thanks, bud.
Not a problem.
So,
Follow your heart when it comes to voting. I see
Okay.
you may have come with the teens, but that I won't hold it against you if you feel that their performance is better.
Sure. I mean, I'll, if I could vote for everybody, I would. I just like music.
Do you even get to vote?
I have no idea. I am a van.
That is my concern.
If they don't let name vote, then it's illegitimate. Name is as much of a voice as anybody.
Mm-hmm. It's like when I told Karakthar on the 7th plane. Gotta use your voice if you want to be heard, right? Nuts.
What happened to him?
Huh? He was rend asunder by the voices of the choruses of angels.
guess you heard that, huh?
Yeah. When punishment is meted out to the wicked, it can get a little gnarly.
Yeah.
I love TC's just stonewalling of name whenever this comes up. Oh boy. Anyway, I guess, have a good show. Kick ass out there.
Always.
Thank you.
I'll try.
Name kind of flashes the headlights and in Morse code to say good luck. And you guys step through to the show. You hear the noise of a crowd, that murmur, that burst, that bristling like energy that kind of fills every inch of your being as you walk through the back halls. Samurai attendees are walking to and fro, ensuring things are prepared. You are shuffled off towards a room where you come face to face with the ASC teens, the Crush Ball team, Renee Ravel, 87, and Glide Higher, and Kumi Soto, and the Mysterious Ellen. As you walk into the room, every head turns towards the three of you. Renee is the first to stand up and point at you and go, "Hello there, ASC."
Like, he actually
you
stands
okay?
up and points at us.
I mean, naturally.
I am doing fine. Are you prepared to face devastation?
Daisy just looks at
No,
the other two.
but we don't need to be.
Oh, and what makes you say this?
Victoria
We're here.
gestures at their group, basically.
Well,
Said.
it will be a most glorious combat of music.
Man, he's really turned it up 100%, huh?
He is he is very clearly not a professional. He is wearing more makeup than normal, and just his shirt off, his chest exposed, glittering with gold and sequins. Renee
It
looks
just sounds like what he does on the weekend.
a little bit. Renee looks like a goddamn rock star.
I tied her his pants.
Whew.
Unbearably.
You can hear them, like, Kingdom Hearts characters flexing their hands.
Each of his cheeks, he whips his hips, and his cheeks rub in such a way as to cause a
Oh.
I imagine when he whips his hips, it makes a.
Johnny Quest whip. Or Johnny
Tets.
Johnny Quest.
There's probably whips on that show too.
It's probably some.
Probably better ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, Renee turns to 87 and just looks and says, "But remember, ASC, I am a born performer." Just kind of over pronouncing words.
Daisy like
Victoria
flinches.
Victoria looks him up and down and turns back to Daisy and Xellen. He's a bit confused, but he's got the spirit.
Worried we inflicted brain damage last time we met him.
I don't know. He seems about better in place here than any of us. Maybe barring Victoria.
The teens are kind of huddled together in a corner, very excited. They're young teenagers. Gopher and Candy, you're like, "Shut up, guys, shut up." And they're not dressed yet, but all of the football players have like grease paint on their eyes to like mimic like war paint. And they wave at you sheepishly. Gopher kind of very broadly waves to you and kind of gives you winks and finger guns. Victoria, since you have walked in, Kiyumi has not taken her eyes off of you. She is glaring a hole through your whole situation is just in her purview. Xellen similarly, Ellen looks at you much less aggressively, sort of hopefully, tentatively, but she seems focused on the task at hand still. But she's shooting you a glance every once in a while.
After meeting her eyes once, Dylan's gonna look at Victoria's shoes. Not gonna.
I
meet that-
imagine
not
Xellen
gonna
like
look
turning
back.
like so sharply that it makes just a mechanical like.
And there is a quiet that fills the room, and then a young looking fairy woman kind of flies into the room, her wings beautiful. She knocks her cigarette off into the floor and says, "Okay, so nice to meet
right.
nice to meet every single one of you. My name is Gladys. I am the head of talent relations for Eden on this project."
Well, she got another one.
Some of you might have heard of us in our organization. We look for promising idol acts throughout the world, and employ them, give them opportunities that they might not otherwise get themselves. Now, I want this to be very clear. This is a fair competition. Though Kiyomi is represented by us, she will not have any advantage over the likes of you all in the competition. Is that clear?
Yeah, I guess.
Very good. Renee just goes, Crystal! 87 just kind of nods and folds the bridge of her nose. She's also dressed kind of nice for this. She's not wearing her normal armor. 87 seems to be wearing some sort of like kimono that she has tattered and then like battle damaged.
Ooh.
And
Still combat ready.
she is wielding not only her normal damaged sword, but she has another much more pristine sword behind her back. The teens all kind of nod, and Gladys continues. Okay, so now when you all get up there, here's how things are gonna go. You all need to entertain the audience, and you're gonna play music to do that. I would, it's sort of it's gonna go as a session. You jam with each other. You play music when you think you have an opportunity to draw the crowd's attention. Okay, understood? Okay, good. And then, in addition, to make it a little fun, okay, it's a little fun. What you're gonna have to do is you might have noticed those 4 gigantic spires.
Daisy looks up.
We're inside of a room, so not at the moment, but, so...
Oh, I thought they were represented on the map.
It's fine, don't worry about it. So,
So yeah, we're in a dressing room.
okay, so, the 4 gigantic spires are gonna be the physical portion of this. You see, people like it when things are up high and they get to look up at them. It makes people feel like they're seeing something amazing, right? So, when you reach the top of your tower, the first person to, your group will get a chance to knock out all sound for all other competitors. Only music that'll be heard is yours. I thought there was gonna be a bigger gasp there. I guess that's not enough for you. Okay, I understand.
Wait, so does that mean there could be 4 songs playing at once?
There will be. You need to make your song heard. Ugh.
By
So you
being
just
at the
gotta-
top of the spire.
That would make it the easiest.
No, I mean like you said there are 4 spires, but if you reach the top of any given spire, if anybody else reaches the top of any other given spire,
No,
would they
sorry.
not?
I'm sorry. Yeah. The first person to reach the top of their spire gets that benefit, and that's the only time it happens.
Okay,
Yes.
so
What if they get knocked down?
They die.
Instant elimination.
If you can remove them, I suppose something better might happen for you. So, anyway, I hope that you all perform well. I hope that you all bring a lot of spunk, a lot of cuteness, a lot of wild flavor to the people of Harbor. God knows they need it. So, are there any... Some funny?
No.
Nothing's funny? I, real quick, I'm timeout on DMing. I just want to ask my players, is everybody cool?
Mm-hmm.
Everybody's good?
Mm-hmm.
Awesome.
Yep.
All right, I'm going to hop back into the character in the scene now. Okay?
You got it, Rocket Raccoon.
Shut up. Okay, so does anybody have questions for old Gladys? Wow, thought there was gonna be more questions there. Excuse me. Sorry, that's not enough for you. Jeez.
Daisy raises her hand.
Yes, you with the rabbit ears and the something features. I don't know about you yet.
Well, I'm a rabbit.
We'll jury's out.
Yeah. I was just wondering if there were any safety protocols on these spires.
She stares at
Like a
you
net.
for a good long time, taking a drag from the new cigarette in her holder and just completely exhausted.
Uh,
What are your rules on flying?
Get to the top of the tower however the fuck you want. It's not up to me.
Sweet.
Yep. Just know that other people might have the inkling to stop you, as it were.
Let him try.
Okay, I will.
Okay.
Okay, then.
Okay.
You look familiar. Do
Hey,
I...
we're changing rooms.
Changing rooms are gonna be down the hall. They're labeled with your band name. She just kind of squinched you, Victoria. Swear to God, I've seen that one before. Alright, in any case, if there's no further questions, you guys enjoy the show. And she does a little twirl and fairy dust falls down magically, and she gracefully leaves the room.
sure reminds me of my Aunt Harriet.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, real big smoker. It's cool. We're all pretty low to the ground, so not a lot of secondhand smoke.
I mean, is your Aunt Harriet unusually tall for your family?
No, smoke goes up.
Yeah, but like, it doesn't immediately just shoot up super fast.
Well, she wasn't blowing it in our faces.
Well, I guess that's nice. Thanks, Aunt Harriet.
I'm sorry, did I step type into nerve?
As you two are having this discussion, Glidehire goes, "Your aunt used to smoke too?"
God, it sounds like he does.
No, my aunt doesn't smoke.
Oh, okay. Wait.
Wait. I'm confused in character and out.
This sure is a weird point of bonding.
Is
You guys
it?
ready?
Yeah, I guess.
Yeah, it kind of is.
I'm ready.
I didn't
Good
think
for
it was
you.
that uncommon.
What?
I'm gonna go to the dressing room.
Before you guys can leave, Kumi stands. She steps in front of the door, kind of blocking your path. Attention, everybody here. I would like to formally,
Oh, okay, this is happening.
she kind of like shoots you a look. I would like to formally congratulate you all on your competition. I know second place isn't all it's cracked up to be, but it is a good thing to shoot for.
Yeah, I hope you enjoy it.
She ignores you, but you know she doesn't want to. You can see it in her bones. She just wants to snap back so hard.
Trembling.
I don't lose, and when I get up there, I'm going to be the brightest shining thing on that stage. I promise. So, I hope you have fun at the very least.
Really contemplating a rude action.
And she kind of like turns on her heel and kicks the door down and just falls off the hinge. You see some samurai guys like, oh fuck, and she goes, come on, Ellen, and Ellen kind of gets up from where she was sitting and quickly kind of moves over and stops at the door and kind of looks at you, Ellen.
Wait. Ellen,
Yes.
you didn't deserve what I did to you. And for what happened, I deserve to be punished. But people don't always get what they deserve. I'll see you at the top.
Oh god!
Damn.
No.
Hey, Ellen, get another D6.
Are we all just going up the spire? Are we not gonna sing?
You can do both.
No.
So you guys, as Ellen walks out of the room, kind of with a newfound determination, she smiles and like her eyes like narrow, like she's determined, and she like manifests a microphone that says ME on the front, and she like points it at you like she's holding a sword on the way out. Do you guys head to your dressing room?
Yes.
All
I
right.
believe so.
Cool. You guys head out next. You see the teens, Renee, and everybody kind of shuffle out afterwards and go different directions. And you guys are brought to a dressing room all your own. There is some fruit laid out. There is a space to change, a couch, a big old set of mirrors, and what appears to be just like a cleansing pool. It's
Called
like
the bath words.
no, actually. It is a very shallow pool of water in the corner of the room that's just kind of like glowing blue and humming at you slightly.
At me?
Yeah.
Hmm.
Huh. Well, gonna check that out, I guess. Sure.
Come here, I'm a perfectly normal bath.
Yeah, Victoria, do you wanna look in?
Yes.
Roll me your best perception check. Add anything you think is relevant. And then go ahead and subtract impulsive from this for me.
What?
My impulses.
Yeah, I think that just leaves me at a 2.
Mm-hmm. 4. All right. So you look in, and the humming is glorious and beautiful, and then Victoria, you feel refreshed. You didn't even touch the water. You just heard the sound. You just kind of feel good.
Huh.
Oh, speaking of feeling refreshed, are we up to full on everything before this?
That
I
was
just wanna
me.
double check.
That's what this pool was in canon.
Ta-da!
You bastard! You made it sound like I messed up.
No.
Look at this conspicuous bath. Do you want to check it out? Yes. Roll for
Yeah.
it. Die. Victoria drops dead in the pool.
The fuck?
So, you guys have a little bit of time alone together. Do you guys have any words for each other?
I mean, there's plenty
How?
of you to go around.
Shut up.
Huh.
Hey, Victoria, does this look all right? The outfit.
Victoria stands up and she puts a hand to her chin in thought, and she does a full circle around Xellen.
Is it weird? Do I look weird like this?
No, it's kind of perfect actually.
Oh. Nice.
Damn, now I'm only mad I couldn't pick it myself.
Well, you can get the next one.
Hell yeah. Oh god, how many jobs am I doing? I guess I can do just about everything, can't I?
I'm the best.
Listen, I write the music, I play the music, I sing the music, I coordinate our outfits.
I mean, it doesn't have to be an outfit for, like, an event. Just go to the zoo.
Oh.
We got a zoo?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh shit, alright, yeah.
The Harbor Zoo is famous for having a Tarrasque in captivity.
They got the bartender?
Damn it. I can't believe you've done this to me. I can't believe you've done this to me.
Snatched him right up.
Oh man, taking everybody. He has a shift at Wooby Wednesdays. You put him back.
So, after a little bit of modeling and reassurance, the three of you prepare for the show at proper.
His monocle's not like super weird, right?
No, it looks pretty good.
Okay. Oh,
I like the asymmetry.
yeah. It's a little. I mean, she figured out my prescription somehow.
Is she
But it's
looking,
only for one eye.
is she looking through your, like, health insurance
I don't.
stuff?
I don't know.
I don't think she's supposed to do that.
I don't think either.
But I guess if she's getting you sweet monocles, sure.
Yeah. There's not a lot we can do to stop her in most cases.
It makes you
Victoria.
look very sagacious. Is that how it's pronounced? I've only ever seen it written down.
It is pronounced sagacity!
No, it's sagacious. Just trying to remember what that meant. Oh, yeah. Thank you.
You can hear shuffling outside your room as Renee runs down the hall.
Victoria clasps them both on the... Oh. I was gonna say she clasps them both on the shoulder, and then I was like, what does that look like?
You were at a 45-degree angle. No, it's like, I mean, if she positioned herself like in this picture, where she could She would just have one hand higher and one hand lower, and just kind of go a little,
Yep.
little grasp.
Yeah. With a little finagling, it could work.
Just lifts Daisy up by the scruff.
Just grabs her.
Up here.
Ah!
Daisy!
What?
Xellen.
Yes.
I can tell you guys have been worried about this.
A little.
I need you to get it out right now.
How?
Xellen grabs the siren and just like gives it a real shriek.
Good.
Yeah, there you go, like that.
I I don't know what to do.
What you got, Daisy? What you got? You want to dance? You want to thrash? You want to sing? You want to fight?
No, not really.
Flinches immediately.
Do you want to talk?
Well, I don't know if I have anything left to get out, actually.
Good.
I kind of took care of that.
Because all that stuff, it's a distraction, and it's wrong, because we're gonna win. It's not
Yeah.
just because we're the best, it's because we have to win.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. This. I'm not just fighting for me, and I'm not fighting alone. This time we crush them.
We're not just Victoria, Xellen, and Daisy right now. We're IRONGARDEN.
Daisy,
Huh.
put him in. Xellen
Oh.
holds out her hand.
So these are reaches up.
Tiptoes. It's easier with the platforms, I'm sure.
Yeah, it's never been this tall. A whole inch.
All right. On 3, Iron Garden. 1, 2, 3, Iron Garden.
Iron Garden. Oh.
With that incredible show of camaraderie and camaraderie.
It's pronounced camaraderie.
Shut up, Renee. You idiot.
Oh.
Don't me.
Oh.
With that incredible show of camaraderie and togetherness, you guys begin making your way to the central stage, where the spires will be set up and the competition will take way. Before we get to that, though, we're gonna take a 10-minute break. This is where I would suggest y'all grab some water, get up, stretch your legs, grab something to eat. I think the next part might be a little more nuts. But in any case, I hope you're enjoying yourself so far. And we will be back shortly.
Graphics.
Rock.
Rock.
Shut up. We return to our regularly scheduled Tales of Harbor after these messages. Hi, my name is Chet, and I'm sure that you, like anybody else in the world, loves energy. Well, I do too, and I know how to get you some energy. That's right, friends. I'm telling you to drink some Emperor Energy. Drink with honor. Brought to you by Samurai. Ugh, I don't know what that was. But hey, everybody, welcome back.
Oh God, what happened to you?
I don't know. I think I got $100 from somewhere. Whatever.
Oh, well, that sounds nice.
Yeah. It's not too bad, I guess.
The thing about Emperor Energy is it's less of a drink and more of a drink.
More of a lifestyle.
Yeah. In any case, hi, welcome back to Tales Harbor. How are y'all out there enjoying the show? I know I am, actually, quite a bit, and it's about to get
it's all right.
sort of buck wild.
Oh, thank you.
Well, thank you. Hey, while we gotcha, I should let everybody know, as we start reaching towards the climax of Tales of Harbor. If you want to see your name in the show, like such characters as Gopher, Candy, Captain K, or even the once known Bradley King, you can tweet with the hashtag. Oh, I did it bad. There it is.
Done bungled it
I
again.
have done bungled it. You can tweet with the hashtag Tales of Harbor. Tell your friends about the show. Word of mouth is how we get the word out, and we want to make sure as many people can see the fun story like you. And you know, you might see yourself in the show. It's a fun time. Bradley King got done dirty. He deserved better. Maybe.
You too may tragically die.
So dirty.
He's not dead.
He got fired, guys.
Well, we don't know if he's not dead.
We don't know what happened after that.
While you're on Twitter,
I assume he's dead.
while you're on Twitter, go ahead and
Tragically.
go ahead and give the Harbor Tales Twitter a follow. That's where we tweet about the episode releases on YouTube and when the shows are going live every other Friday. In addition, you can watch all of those episodes at that YouTube link right there. There should be a new episode going up later tonight. So if you want to see the episode before this one, then you can also cry and be sad.
I love to cry and be sad. That's why I keep doing it at every episode.
The king died to bring us great Emperor taste, apparently. No, please don't drink Emperor Energy. It makes
It's made out of Bradley
It's made
King?
of Bradley.
Oh my God!
It steals your dreams. Don't.
Emperor Energy is made out of Bradley!
Victoria's just running through the streets.
Hey! Don't drink this shit.
Fuck.
Just kicking people's.
Anyway,
Yes,
Made soda come out of my nose.
oh no, Bradley! You're wasting him! I'm sorry, we have to keep going.
We should get back to the D&D at hand.
The D&D, no, we have to keep going.
We have to get back to the tabletop game at hand. Okay, but yes, if you want, please give us a follow. Please tell your friends. We appreciate it all the way. Now back to the previous scheduled show, Battle of the Bands.
And
There we
Encounter.
Yeah. So, as you guys step out to the stage, you're greeted by Penelope Thistle and some Knights of Harbor. Penelope.
Daisy gives every single one of them, especially Penelope, the stink eye.
Woo.
And Penelope is sure to get that shit. Her eyes are huge.
Penelope kind of
Just a big ol' eyeful.
looks at you and understands, and just kind of sighs and moves the cordon out of your way, and you're let on stage where you can see the thousands of citizens of Harbor now facing you. If you look, you can spot a couple of familiar faces in the crowd. You see Hollis, the Good Citizen Brigade, and Tula in a section together. You see Timony and Alex Brass, who are in the front row in your guys' section.
VIPs.
You see what appears to be some sort of patchwork zombie who is unmoving, just kind of blinking one eye at a time, and it really stands out. It's only made worse by there appears to be some sort of gremlin creature attaching like fireworks or bomb. You're not sure. It's a weird scene. You kind of move past it.
That seems unsafe.
Should not be
Is this
allowed.
Who's this, a lad?
Which little lad?
He draws my eye in just a strange way.
Lost in the sea of the crowd appears to be a gnome who's like kind of upset, and he's looking at the stage like he wants to be up there, but he he puts a mask on, realizing this isn't about him. So he
Could have been a star.
So he just kind of is there at the show, happily enjoying things with his 3 kids. And you know, it's a rip snorting crowd, and an announcer voice comes on the Megatron, and his gay wife. I don't have a gay wife. Okay. Introducing, hailing from the business district of Harbor, ASC's very own Iron Garden. As you guys step out, music hits, Victoria, that you prepared ahead of time. That just kind of fills the arena, and every eye in the place is on you. It is electric as you guys introduce yourselves to the crowd. You wave, you posture. I actually, don't let me tell you. How do you guys address the audience when you start walking out?
Well, Xellen is going to regard them coolly. Just do her best not to be intimidated by being looked at, by just kind of, firm steps, kind of looking straight ahead. Got the siren, hanging in front of her.
Okay. Let me roll something. 12. You see a bunch of ladies in the audience just go, "Oh my gosh, it's so cool!" and just kind of reach their hands up to touch you.
Oh,
And touch the merchandise.
Victoria, Daisy, anything?
regarding this situation or how we enter.
Yeah, how you enter?
Victoria, similarly to Xellen, sort of struts in confidently, though not necessarily trying to avoid the fact that she's being looked at. She is she's very comfortable in this position. She relishes it. She struts out confidently, but she does sort of gesture to some of the audience. I should clarify, that almost makes it sound like she's throwing the bird up at random people. That's not the case, but
What other gesture is there?
She can wave to people. I feel like such an old fart. I don't know what that rock hand symbol is called, but
The
that
horns?
The horns.
the horns. She'll do that. That
Rock music.
shut up. Um,
Oh, you damn kids with your rock and roll and tight jeans.
I like rock and roll in tight jeans. I'm a hip. She'll gesture confidently to people. She'll smile at people. She'll
Yeah.
I don't know what that friggin' kiss ass face expression is called, where you just like you grin with your tongue out, and she's got a long tongue. That sort of thing. Yeah, the Gene Simmons face.
Yeah. I think he does.
Daisy, anything?
I'm sorry, I got distracted by more shoe in the chat. It's pointing at us. Daisy, I'm gonna take the picture be Drew as inspiration. And that's the energy Daisy's trying to channel.
Okay.
At least. She is basically trying to channel her own nerves and stuff into a performance of like mystery and aloofness.
Okay. Perfect. So
She's trying to turn it around, even though that's mostly just being her being a wet noodle.
So like Victoria, as you strut on stage flanked by these two incredibly like cool, calm, collected customers who are just the epitome of like in control at the of their selves, which is probably the furthest thing from the truth. But the crowd is eating it up. You guys are the cool idol group right now. Like everybody is freaking out at how awesome you look, and with Victoria, with you in the lead, like a lot of your fans just are they have like Thorn shirts and stuff, and some of them self-made, and they're
Most of them, I imagine.
they are screaming their heads off, just because you guys are now in front of Harbor, and some people recognize you from the fight outside of the video game building. So there are more people that are just like, Iron Garden. But this is short-lived.
Oh,
man.
As in a huge puff of smoke and pyrotechnics,
Monday Night Raw starts.
Renee, 87, and Glide all come out gliding on the back of Glide Higher. 87 pulls out the pristine blade. She cuts wind knives into the air. They all slide down on the wind knives on the stage and pose together. And you are all bore witness to Faust and Found's true form, as Renee just sort of looks over the audience with a cool eye and goes, "Hello!" There is a very obvious, like, what? And then people just go, "I think that was really cool." And they all turn and clap.
Are you ready to rock?
Is he gonna sing the Monster Mash?
No. But he does sing very surprisingly well to the audience. Renee has a beautiful voice. It's angelic in nature.
Ironically.
Yeah. and he just picks up a microphone and starts singing, but they cut his microphone off because it's not time. So the teens are up next, and they begin to come out to an entrance, and then their music is cut off, and their stage darkens, and the lights from their stage shoot over to Kiyumi and Ellen, who are facing away from the audience.
Damn.
And as they turn around, their music hits, and it is not even close. The crowd erupts into cheers for Samurai, who's been shoved down their throat for months and months and months. They are flanked by backup dancers, mannequins, and what appeared to be like 100,000 attendants. Kiyumi is ripping it on guitar right now, while Ellen is just kind of mimicking drum sounds, and drums are coming out of nowhere. It's not pre-recorded somehow. They are playing despite the rules saying you shouldn't be playing right now, and the whole crowd just kind of moves in that direction. And as they play, you see from their side of the stage, Gladys, the fairy woman, just kind of like smiling kind of smugly at the other three stages, and she takes a drag of her cigarette and picks up a microphone as their music kind of fades out. Hello, people of Harbor.
As he chokes.
My name is Gladys, and I represent Eden. And I wanted to be the first to thank you all for joining us on this momentous occasion. Samurai would like to welcome each of you to the first annual idol competition in Harbor. Now, in the future, this might be invitational, but now we have 4 of the brightest and most promising groups musically in Harbor. And I think by what we just heard, it's going to be a good one. And it just warms my heart to see all of these young people spreading love, joy, and a desire to improve yourself. As she says this, the crowd kind of, yeah, okay, yeah. So, she explains the rules of the competition once again, and the ASC teens are like, "What the fuck?" And they're like trying to get their equipment set back up. But Black Metal and Faust and Found, they prepare to play. As you guys, as Victoria, as you pick up your instrument, and Xellen, you pick up the wailer.
The siren.
The siren, sorry. The wailer? I'm thinking of a monster in a video game. I'm sorry.
Call me Ishmael.
So, as you guys prepare, there's a countdown on the Jumbotron. 3, 2, 1. And there's we hear music from all over the arena. People are looking left and right. They don't know where to turn their heads.
I gotta say, as an audience member, this actually sounds like it would suck.
It could be better,
At least for the opening part.
admittedly. But the music kind of like one begins to overpower the other, and people like go over there, and then people play louder, and when they go over there, and like there's a tug of war on the audience right now. And I'm gonna ask each of you to roll initiative for me.
Boy.
4.
Ugh.
Okay. 6. Ooh, that's pretty good. And 5. Oh, perfect. Wow. 4, 5, and 6. Okay. So Daisy, Victoria, Xellen. That sounds good to me.
Did Daisy have any ideas for how to open, or did she have something she wanted to do by herself?
Not really. If you want to take that one, actually, it's
I
a
also
team pool, isn't it?
Yes. Yeah, basically.
Yeah. So it.
okay. I wanted to make sure it was okay to do like a team opening if possible, and not
yeah.
not just do like something just for Victoria on my own term.
I think you could definitely do that. Yeah. What you have in mind?
A combination of things.
Yeah, let's go. Let's get wild.
Okay, so we're starting off with quite a bit of disadvantage in regards to audience favor, so we need to start off strong.
Mhm.
And if anybody at any point has something they want to add on to this, feel free if that's allowed.
Yeah, I think that's allowed.
Okay. Victoria's gonna start off by using an item she got last session called the Dark Knight,
Okay.
which will black out the entire Colosseum.
It sure goddamn will.
Okay. While it is still dark, I would like her to use the other item she got last time called the Crystal Weaver, or one of the other items, which will weave intricate like crystal webbing across the
Oh.
stage.
Yeah, okay. So, okay, anything else?
Um, in a combination of some of her magical abilities, I'm going to say particularly her ability to give people the power to fly and to give barriers, as well as the fact that she's like largely electrically elemental.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have her try to give the group a visual opening. Um,
Okay.
I would like to have her fly them up so that they're like amongst the crystal threads that have been wove,
Mm-hmm.
and then once they're up there, she will form with her like shield ability a very bright sort of like pink reddish ball of light around them, and she will begin their opening song while they are still within that. So this thing will reflect light across all of the crystal threads, and that will be the only light within the Colosseum. It will, every time she like strikes a chord or like a downbeat on a new measure,
Mm-hmm.
it'll like pulse out like a Tesla coil.
Okay.
Fuck yeah.
Victoria, roll me performance. Add an additional 10d6 for the bonuses, the stuff you've used.
Oh god, okay.
It's a lot of d6, I understand.
Here, just take this handful of dice and just toss them.
Here's the bucket. Turn it over.
Okay.
Cannot wait to see this physically come onto her.
I don't know if I need to add anything else, but like, should I if it's applicable?
Yes, you should add anything that's applicable.
Okay.
And I'm gonna roll the crowd's defense. Let me roll the defense first. You're gonna need to beat a 6.
Rolls a
Oh, that's a lot of die.
Oh, we forgot to
All right.
sequence our day.
Yeah.
Oh,
okay.
I
Okay,
yeah.
let's see 25 in there.
That's a 25.
There's several 5s.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, so 25. That beats a 6 by a margin.
Just a little.
It's 19, right? So let's call that just a good old fashioned 3. So darkness fills this arena. And everybody hears these little crystalline noises all over your guys' side of the arena, and people are confused. Victoria, you can see that Kiyomi has kind of like glow in the dark makeup, and she's like, you can see her contacts are glow in the dark, and you just see a pair of eyes on you the entire time. As you guys begin to fly in the air, and the like this pulsating rhythm begins to come out from this webbing, this crystal webbing, and you guys are the only source of light, you create the only thing anyone can look at inside of the entire Colosseum, and it's incredible. The crowd was split. The crowd doesn't even know what else is happening outside of this. There, not a single eye in the place is not looking at you, and oh boy, gonna do some things on the fly here, but as you do all of this, so you're performing and everybody is looking at you. Nobody is looking at what is happening behind them on Kiyomi Soto and Ellen's stage. Kiyomi looks upset, but not livid. And you don't see Ellen anymore. What you do see are from your vantage point with the light around you, you can see like gigantic metal forms kind of slithering around in the darkness that then roar out loud and just start ripping up like barricades and stuff, and there's panic in the audience, and then flame belches upwards, illuminating the black metal stage, and Kiyomi kind of like strums on her guitar, and it overpowers the sound you're making, as if she's getting additional like boost, and she can't fly, but she just starts like countering your music with her own, and with the fire now like kind of lighting her from the front in a very creepy way. Some of the crowd has turned around, but you still have a whole lot of them. Who would like to go next?
I would like to go next,
Sure.
if that's okay, unless
works for
Bio
me.
had a very strong desire.
Well, my idea isn't particularly time dependent.
Okay.
Cool. Yeah, I would like to thank B-Drops for the fucking awesome opener. Because it gave
I'm
me
happy
an
it was good.
idea.
So
Nice.
sick.
It's a lot cooler in my head. I promise. I don't think I explained it super well, but I
No,
hope
this
you can get the
this-
picture.
This
It's
is
cool in
fucking
everybody's
awesome.
heads.
Yeah, it's a fucking cool crystalline web.
If you don't think this looks cool, I'm gonna fight you.
If you don't think that's the raddest shit in the world, get out of my face. Yeah, so time for me to utilize my only relevant item. I forgot I bought it, and I meant to buy more things, but then I didn't. Anyways, Daisy is going to be using Boots of the Mad Dog, which give her a 4d6 to dance and 2d6 to other performances.
Mm-hmm.
I am going to do this as dancing.
Yeah.
So I keep forgetting their name. What is our rival's name?
Black metal.
Black metal.
Black Metal. Black
Yeah.
Metal is bringing the power.
Yes.
But Daisy seeks to draw attention with precision and grace
Ooh.
to complement our already existing power.
Mm-hmm.
So Daisy is going to basically ice skate around various strands of the crystalline web, just artfully zigzagging through its structure over everybody.
Mm-hmm.
And maybe even artfully avoiding some errant flames and such
Yeah.
that might be coming her way.
Okay.
So I think at a baseline, and also being cute.
Just being hella cute.
Just so cute.
She's also herself. I figured I wanted to roll cute and evasive as a baseline,
You're
along
like,
with the 4d6
but you're
for dancing.
but you're purposely like going near like the fire and stuff.
Yeah, skirting danger.
Okay, yeah, that all tracks with me. So yeah, roll those bones.
Okay. So it's 2 plus 9. Not quite as many as Victoria, but a good amount.
Good chunk. Yeah, yeah.
Oh, I forgot to say the sequence. Shit.
That's all right. Let's see.
It's-
6, 12.
It's a 12. Either way.
Yeah. So what's the audience defense? It's a 12.
God damn.
So
I'm too small.
so
They
Daisy,
cannot see me.
you begin dancing beautifully through like all of this this chaos that is happening midair right now. And it's a impressive dance. The thing is, Daisy, you are being, I guess, shadowed by Glide Higher, who is right behind you, just sort of thrashing in midair, just moshing alone, which is kind of taking away from the performance. He is just in his wingsuit, just like flapping after you, and just kind of like, which is kind of detracting from your performance. So the crowd is like still kind of focused on the bigger things that are happening, though that like if you didn't have a hanger on, this might have been a super cool move.
Oh man.
Yeah. Sorry. Speaking of Glide and Fast and Found, 87 kneels on the stage, and she places her sword into the ground, where stone begins to rise out of the earth directly at you guys, and it forms a bridge, which she begins to walk over. The bridge is flanked on either side by the metal dragon shooting fire, and she walks upon there and looks at you, Xellen, and holds out her hand and does the come get some motion. You do not have to respond.
Do I? Not.
It's up to you what you do.
All right. Well,
Did I throw?
all right.
Yeah,
All right.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
No. I'll save the thing I was planning for later.
Okay. No, you don't. Again, you don't have to.
Well, if I can't just leave her hanging. All right. So Xellen is going to, with the siren in front of her, is going to stride out to the middle of the bridge and look at 87 and then turn 90 degrees towards one of these dragons.
Mm-hmm.
And is going to telekinetically reach out to it. And the attempt is on the beat with the sound of the siren. She's gonna take the metal skin of this thing and make it bloom. Gonna telekinetically try and craft flowers from its hide.
Ooh, okay. Works for me. Roll me some metal telekinesis
Okay, so
and art.
they are technology
Yes.
also.
Mm-hmm.
And how much did I have? How many banked up d6s did I have for emotions?
2.
All right. That's a
Getting
12.
emotional.
That is a 12, yeah. All right, so the crowd first. You got a 6. And let's go with the dragon real quick. Also got a 6. Okay, so the dragon breathing, like, one gout of fire stops as metal shears backwards and peels, and this, like, in all the music cuts out as this, like, wrenching metal noise is heard, and the crowd just kind of goes, yeah! And this flower is now wreathed in flame, just kind of perched above the crowd, and everybody's like, what the fuck is happening? 87 looks at you, and she nods, turns towards the other dragon, and she takes out her regular jagged sword and just kind of throws it like a boomerang. It begins to spiral around the other dragon and makes it into like this. It cuts into it and makes a little tornado that begins to spin, a metal tornado. And from that tornado, Glide shoots up into the air, flying up to the top of the spire. And she kind of smirks at you with what little mouth she has.
Oh, she's unmasked today.
Mm-hmm. With that, though, it is actually going to be the teens' turns, and they need to roll to fix their equipment. Unfortunately, they do not.
Oh, no!
So their performance does not get off the ground at the moment. So they are currently still not in the competition, but at the top of the round, Victoria.
I'm feeling so bad for them.
I'm sorry.
Okay. So.
Yeah.
Oh, yes?
So the crowd is still very firmly in your hand. Black Metal has sort of wrested some of it away from you, but you took a strong and powerful early lead. And that was only further cemented by Xellen making like live art in the middle of the show. That's super radical. So yeah, you still got the attention of Harbor.
Okay. Since I did say that this power or the opening was used or was made partially by Victoria's ability to give other people the ability to fly,
Mm-hmm.
if I get rid of Daisy's footing, will she be fine?
Very likely, yes.
Okay. With the other two members of the band currently having not escaped. They've left the glowing orb, the glowing Tesla orb as of this point. So Victoria thinks it's time to take advantage of that and make her own entrance. Then she yeah, she'll continue with the Tesla theme. She will finish off like the intro segment of the song, and on the last chord that she would strike, she will pull her hand, like she will hold her hand up high before she strikes it, and all the energy will collect above her. And when she strikes down, it will continue the coiling, but it will actually strike into the crystal and shatter it into glitter down upon the Colosseum.
I remember that roll you did before.
Yes?
Yeah, do that again.
Okay.
So many. Take the bucket.
I think I remember how to do the sequencing. It's just the two brackets, right?
The
Yeah.
sequencing is S at the end of it.
Yeah, just put us.
Oh, okay.
The 2 brackets are for inline rolls to hide the d6s.
So you don't see them. Yeah, as you push the performance further. All of these efforts are driven by your solid foundation.
So 15.
Ooh, yeah. Let's see if the crowd can stave off. No.
Ah! Kill him.
So what little footing any of the other bands had gained from playing has been entirely lost. The entire auditorium is looking at you, Coliseum, not auditorium, and this is where MMT is going to throw you a curveball.
Whoa!
So Victoria, you are kind of the foundation. You are the control tower for Iron Garden at the moment, and Kiyomi knows this, and Kiyomi asked for some assurances. So, while you still don't see Ellen, you see some of her backup dancers kind of pull out what appear to be actual ass weapons. They're like they're like police batons, but they're like electrified with a lot of juice. You see the 3 of them break off. They run around all ninja on the dragons, the flower, the raised bridge, and everything, and they're coming for you. So 3 backup dancers just pull out weapons and they charge you with what looks like intent to harm. Xellen, Daisy, do you guys want to do anything about this? If not,
Xellen absolutely does.
Okay. What you got?
What are they wearing?
It's like the samurai worker getup, but it's sensationalized. It's kind of gotten like a petticoat and some epaulettes and stuff like that. It looks more fancy, almost captainish, sailorish.
But it's not made out of metal.
No, they have some fake badges and stuff.
All right. Well, Zellen's gonna just I didn't make combat stats for the siren.
That's okay. What are you trying to do?
Just shockwave push some of these guys.
Okay. Roll me.
It's powered by telekinesis.
Yeah, roll me telekinesis. And if you have any attack that's like area of effect or anything, you can roll that attack plus your telekinesis.
Yeah, actually the debris swarm is actually powered by telekinesis by default.
Okay, then take off a d6 and roll that, and we'll see where we go from there.
Well, okay, so it's only 3d6, but they have 1 less die to resist it because it's area effect.
Okay.
Merely a 6.
Okay, got a 5, a 1, and a 5. Yeah, all 3 of them just get as the siren just wails out into the audience, and these three goons just get blown away from Victoria, who continues to play and keep the audience's attention. As you remove this obstacle, you do finally see Ellen, who is still simultaneously playing alongside of Kiyomi, but she is walking up the tower as if she has magnetized feet, and is just steadily making her way to the top. Daisy.
Hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Let me see. Can I get a? I might have spaced out the last bit there.
Sure.
What was the last thing to happen?
Last thing that happened was 3 goons charged at Victoria to
Right.
do a harm. Xellen was like, hell to the fuck no, and blew those suckers away.
Nah, son.
I'm gonna blow them all away. And then Xellen spotted Ellen, who is using magnetized feet to walk up their tower while still performing in the show using like remote drums.
Okay, and the crystalline webs, were those still a thing, or
No.
They have
are
exploded.
they falling?
Yes, they have
Exploded.
into glitter and like that is like raining down on the audience. It's a magical sight.
Sure. Can my idea
Mhm.
in response is to have the crescendo of this skating performance
Mhm.
going going up the shattering shards of the crystal and using those as a jumping off point to also start climbing the spire.
Okay. Roll me anything you
I don't.
think.
Are these spires? Are we just climbing them, or do they have like platforms and stuff?
They are just like they're
It's just
imagine like
sheer
yeah, kind of.
pillars.
Yes.
Huh.
Imagine kind of like a talon. It's one of those standing straight up with like a hook at the end at the very top. It's also very tall. Like many hundreds of feet.
Well, whatever.
Listen, you gotta fully go anime if you want to climb this thing. You must leave behind the meek, demure Daisy Bunsen and become anime.
I just could use a little better leverage.
Anyways, so that she'll start with that. We'll figure out climbing the tower later.
Yeah.
She's gonna use that as her jumping off point to get some ways up from the falling debris.
Roll me a acrobatic maneuver. To like as the crystalline webbing is becoming glitter, like like jumping off the last bits of it, like you're a Nathan Drake.
Kinda.
Yeah. Roll me anything you think would be relevant for athleticism or acrobatics. Mhm.
So my proposition is, well, first of all, evasive, because that's the way it is. Do-do-do,
Yeah. That's
but
just the way it is.
I intuitive to maybe get the right one.
To find the right path, I guess.
Yeah, to path it out,
That tracks.
or smart, either way. It's the same number.
I think intuitive works.
Okay, and
You're kind of doing this on the fly.
yeah, and we're still doing it in a skatey way, so I would like to still say it's dancing.
Sure. I think that works for me.
All right.
Rolling bones.
So that is
See if you can dodge the
12.
audience. All right. Let's see if you can dodge the
12d6.
audience. 6.
Yes.
Gotta beat a 6.
I think I can beat that.
It's possible. You did.
16.
Yeah. So Daisy. So as this as Victoria hits the chord to break all of this stuff, you react on instinct. Rabbits are known to be able to near instantly change direction, course of action, whatever the need might be, because they're very fast. And you like see the hand coming down, and you see the magic being broken, and you react immediately. You start skating up the crystalline webbing and like twirling.
It's
and
that Radio
spinning.
Future, baby.
It's so dope. And as you begin to ascend, Victoria, can I throw you a little bit of a curveball?
Oh, okay.
Daisy is heading straight for you, but she's not going to get enough clearance to get like start up the tower proper. How do you assist her in getting the rest of the way there?
Ooh, can I? So Victoria's magical transformation form has phantom limbs that can touch things since she uses them to play instruments. Can I Advent Children throw her
I
up?
was just thinking.
I think we can swing that. Yeah.
Okay.
I was just thinking it's the scene from Advent Children. Fuck.
Save brain.
I don't think you need to roll anything. I think like in one swoop, like Daisy is spinning, and as she comes to face you, you turn and like with your additional arms, just like kind of double hit grab Daisy's hands and fling her further upwards, and and Daisy, you are above the Colosseum now. There's still ways to go up the spire, but you can see harbor. The sun is shining, and the sound of music below just fills the air around you. Harbor is bumping right now, and and you see a place where you can grab onto the spire and start to climb. And as you do, you make out Glide, who has sort of lost momentum going upwards, and he has to go back down to start climbing. He spots you, and he goes, "No fucking way!" And he pulls out what appears to be this like little black orb, and he throws it at you. 3-6. Roll defense for me against a 10.
Mm-hmm. Hup.
With
Oh, no.
a 2, 3, 4,
Damn.
5, 6.
A straight.
All right, so you are unable
Oof.
to avoid this because you just land, you kind of catch your footing, and the balls are already coming at you, and as they impact the tower, they explode, taking a chunk of it with you, and you are now sailing towards Ellen on the other tower across the Colosseum, on a chunk of your own tower. With that though, I think we're back at the. Oh no, we are rolling for the kids. That's right.
Those poor kids.
So they get
They're still getting their equipment.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Oh no! They were so excited about this.
So
Children.
Gopher and Candy have like calmed the team down, and they're like, okay, they're trying, like, people are watching, you can see they're trying to come up with a plan, and Gopher like grabs one of the Coliseum officials, like grabs him by the scruff of his jacket, and she's yelling at him, but no results just yet, unfortunately. So who wants to take this one? Daisy, you're in mortal
Wants to
danger.
save Daisy. I have a follow-up, but if someone wants to like give me something to work with, because it's really only one piece of the puzzle. Someone probably should save Daisy if she wants to make this work.
Only if you have an idea. I'm tempted to say Xellen should take it just because thematically it gets her closer to Ellen, but that is totally up to you.
Yeah, I have an idea.
All right.
Okay.
Xellen, you're at the top.
All right, so Xellen is going to sprint across to the base of this spire, and just with her left arm starting from way back to an open palm slam, at the side of this tower. And I'm going to reach into the superstructure with telekinesis and up above manifest the death grip out of the rebar and interior structure
Yeah.
of the tower,
Oh, giant
Yes.
hand.
causing it to spring out and reach out and gracefully catch the Daisy debris.
Yeah. Roll me the death grip attack. Plus, fuck, this is I'm using the scale rules in OVA, so roll me the death grip attack, and then we gotta multiply.
All right. The Iron Embrace. Oh no!
Whoa, that's a 3. So that would be a 15. So
Okay.
yeah, so so Daisy, you are flying through the air, like directly at Ellen, and you're like, well, as this, you just see something like huge come over top of your debris, cradle it, and your momentum slows to a halt, and you're just like in midair. I think we need to go to Daisy immediately.
Flick me.
Ellen, do you reciprocate this request?
Could you say it again?
I said, flick me. FLICK.
All right. The death grip.
Looks at camera.
It's just one. It's hard to. It's hard. I'm not sure how you do that with something you're holding. I think it.
Flick the whole debris.
Okay, yeah,
you know, or
it'll toss
chuck,
it.
do whatever.
Yeah, it'll just do an underhand lob back across.
Okay, so
So with that, and I'm assuming a few pieces of debris,
a little bit.
when it reaches its apex,
Mm-hmm.
Daisy is going to kick off of a piece of debris and extend her reach. Also,
Okay.
kicking that, since she was sort of angled towards it, kicking that debris in Ellen's path.
Okay. Roll. Ooh, you're gonna need to roll me like some advanced mathematics to get this to work.
Yeah, my mighty brain. I'm gonna roll evasive for the movement and
Okay.
the coordination,
Mm-hmm.
smart for the targeting,
Okay.
and I'm just gonna roll both my lucky.
All right. Let's see it.
Okay, that is. And I don't think I can pass this off as a dance, but it is part of the performance. so I'll throw 2 on there.
That's fine.
Okay, so that's 3, 6, 8, 10, and then 12. Okay. 12 D 6 S. Ah!
Let's see what the roll comes out to be.
Okay,
Yeah.
there it is.
Whoa.
That is a 10. It looks
It's a
like.
10.
Yeah. So here's what happens. Because the enemies got to take their turns twice right now. So you kick off and you hear. And Daisy, you are flying forward as the debris hits the back of Black Metal's tower, and it like causes a bunch of it to fall off. And 87 kind of shakes her head, pulls out her sword, and just like does 3 quick slashes in front of her. And then in midair, all of those rocks become pebbles. Some of the crowd's like, that's dope.
Oh shit! All right.
She then sheaths her sword and kneels once more. But that noise that you heard, Daisy, you're jumpy and skittish.
Yeah.
Midair.
I'm gonna need you to roll me a defense roll minus coward.
Oh no.
Against an 8.
We haven't leveled up anytime recently, right?
No, it's
Probably
been a
same.
while.
After
Yeah.
this,
Okay. No, it's cool. Coward was like one of the ones that I lowered semi recently.
Yeah.
Still a hindrance,
Mhm.
but can I beat Nate?
Let's find out.
believe in you.
No.
No. 2,
Close,
4, 5,
though.
6. Yeah. Rolling all these runs. So, like, while you are,
I guess. Let me drama dice are a thing.
yeah,
I don't use these.
You want to expend some endurance?
You got
Yeah,
a
let's-
you got a 50%
Yeah.
chance.
Very good. Yeah.
There you go.
All right, it's 12.
Spend my endurance. We're going all out. Ah!
So here's what happens, Daisy. You're like flying forward towards your spire, and just a mannequin face with glowing blue eyes appears in front of you with a smile that's friendly, but it's very sudden and very scary. Just Ellen kind of smiling and saying, "Sorry," as she kind of like goes to kick, and you just on reflex just go, no, twist your body and corkscrew out of the way. As like just kind of pushing yourself that little bit further because of your new like more aerodynamic dress. And
Yeah, that's definitely how I'd describe this. I like to think Daisy corkscrewed
Mhm.
and then added an extra kick off of Ellen's extended leg.
She's kind of
Tiny extra bit of momentum.
so she like as you're just rocketing towards the tower once more, Ellen just kind of goes, shrugs, and then begins to like hover back over to her tower. Her minimal use teleport being on cooldown. Banshee to Siren. Okay, yeah. I thought it was Banshee, but my bad. Yeah. Sorry.
Well, no, it's my mistake. I would change the name of it by accident.
I thought you just
But
changed it. It's
But
cool
it is-
either way.
It is now the siren canonically.
Gotcha. Cool. Not a problem. So, Daisy. Okay, sorry. You were flying forward. That happened. And somebody tried to scare you.
Who else wants a piece?
Victoria. There's a lot happening above you currently, and the crowd is going nuts for your performance. What do you do next?
Let's see. What do I heard? I think it is time Victoria probably started aiding in the effort to climb the spire. So,
Okay.
Okay, utilizing her ability to give speed buffs, I think she would give herself one in
Okay.
order to fly more nimbly and faster, and she's just going to continue performing. She should add some flair there, so I'm not going to say they're necessarily functional. They're technically just for show, but she will produce in a similar manner to her magic hands a pair of large wings that she'll use to stand out as she flutters her way around and up her spire.
Are you saying Victoria is gonna stand out from out of the crowd, even if she's got to shout out loud?
If I could make you stop and take a look instead of always just,
Walking by.
there's nothing that I wouldn't do if they would just. God damn it.
I'm so sorry.
I feel it.
All right. Yeah. So, so Victoria, you're flying around. Roll me something to dazzle and fly quickly. What you got? Anything that you think fits? Stand down.
Anything else?
Thank you.
That might be about all they can do.
All right. Not a problem. Roll me some bones.
That is 15 bones.
That's 15 bones. Victoria and Daisy are just going up the tower, like moving towards the top. And while this is happening, Kumi has had enough. And Kumi is going to use her ace in the hole.
Oh no!
She is going to hold up a middle finger at Victoria and Daisy as they climb the tower. And as her middle finger comes into perfect alignment with the sun, the entire crowd sees the sun turn green. A sickly light covers the entire arena, and everyone in the crowd has an out-of-body experience. So this was not apparent at first, but on Kumi's stage, there was a mannequin who seemed to be doing nothing, though that is far from the truth. They were preparing a very intricate arcane circle perfectly. This was researched by Beholder Incorporated, a subsidiary of MMT. And what it does is it creates a mass astral projection. And the entire crowd zonks out. They just kind of pass out. And from our perspective in the audience, we are now looking at the planet. And in front of it is a spectral image of Kumi Soto, who begins playing to everyone. And the crowd is just so blown away by what they're seeing. You guys lose the crowd in a real way. As Kumi is just playing on the stage and staring at you, knowing that she's kind of wrests control from you.
Damn. The world is hers.
A little bit. And she kind of stops, and she picks up her microphone and she goes, "Who's the goddamn cutest in the world?" And the crowd all the crowd all in unison goes, "Kumi-san," and there is just an audible raucous cheer.
How
As
many cute dice does she have? Huh?
5.
Damn it. I'm a little bunny rabbit.
I'm very sorry. I guess I should roll her thing. This is her special move. 11d6.
Her signature maneuver.
Yep,
I am a middle-aged bunny rabbit, I guess. So
it is true. She only got a 10.
Wow.
Yeah, doesn't stop what it looks like though. So yeah, she like the crowd is just like, and they are just enthralled by this. Yeah, they are. And with that, let me roll for the teens.
Come on, teens, fight back.
Go teens,
Wait,
go!
wait,
I
wait.
want to smell that spirit.
I hope the teens win.
They got an 8.
That's significantly
oh my
better.
Gosh.
I think their
Okay.
equipment works.
So no, it doesn't. But
Oh,
but don't hey, here we go.
acapella group.
So the teens, they one of them runs over to God Goldenrod, and he's like, "You have to stay on stage." And then he just gets dogpiled by a bunch of high school athletes. They just move him out of the way. Candy, the more brawny of the two, just marches over to Renee's stage, picks up his microphone and equipment, and brings it to the kids' stage.
Oh,
Just excited to be playing again. The entire auditorium is kind of still zonked out, but this couldn't have happened at a better time, as the kids do not play their own song. Victoria, the kids play to compliment you. They Gopher pulls out a guitar, Candy pulls out a turntable, and as you're playing this this like fusion of like funk, hip hop, and rock just explodes out in
I'm Jammer Lammy.
and like there's a wave of power coming from your two sides of the stage that just kind of washes over the audience, and Kumi kind of looks distracted. She puts down her middle finger, the sun magic goes away, and the crowd wakes up and they hear this and they're just grooving to it. Maybe a little bit. And so Victoria,
Huh.
you have accompaniment. What do you do?
This isn't just to react to this. Victoria will notice what they've done, and in anime dramaticism, a single tear will come from one eye, and she will wipe it away and flick it off her finger, and there will be sparkles.
I'm perfectly envisioning this in my head. The camera follows the tear droplets as they glimmer.
Bloom.
Yeah.
How far is Victoria from the peak of the spire?
So Victoria, you started climbing a little bit after Daisy, but you're going faster because Daisy's working off of momentum from other things. So you two are about equidistant from it. You're like both like about 50 feet away from the very tip. But you can both see that Ellen is much closer than you are. She's like 30 feet away from actually hitting the tip and like reaching the top, fulfilling the goal. So you would need to either move faster or impede her.
This always goes one of two directions, and I don't believe I've seen which. P.O., does Xellen have protections against or weaknesses to electrical attacks?
You know, that's not neither actually. Yeah, I considered it, but I didn't. There is not one.
As susceptible to anyone.
As anyone. In that case, Victoria will use one of her lightning-based attack. First, I think she will warn Daisy To what's a good way? Jump at the chorus. And Victoria will continue playing while flying, and on the last beat, on the last measure before the next chorus, she will call down a lightning strike on the tower to run down it.
On Ellen's tower?
Yes.
Okay. This is gonna be a big one. Go ahead and add anything you think is relevant to this attack, and roll me any attack that it should be single target.
Okay.
I'm gonna roll.
Does it count as part of the musical performance since it's on beat?
I think it does. Since you specified that it was happening on beat.
Yeah. Oh, did you want me to roll them separately or just add it onto the attack roll?
Add it on.
Okay.
I've rolled Ellen's defense. The audience should be able to see it, but you guys can't.
Then I'll roll Black Bolt for this.
That makes sense to me. Let's see.
Yeah.
It.
Oh, I forgot to put the S, sorry. That's 15, I think?
15, yes.
Yeah.
Okay. So, here's what happens. Victoria, with that final when you hit that final bit of the measure and you strum down, a black bolt of lightning strikes from empty air. There is a crackle, a pop, and then in an instant, rain falls over the concert. There is a silence as the spire that Ellen was climbing is just racked with electricity. And I think I will leave it there. Nothing impedes Daisy or Victoria from reaching the top of the tower at the moment. Xellen, what do you do?
She runs over to the spire Ellen was climbing to see what has occurred. Or, I mean, I guess she was already there for the death grip stuff.
Yes.
So.
Oh, there. So, we are going to leave combat. Victoria, Daisy, you guys reach the top of the tower together as Victoria, as you hit the final note of the song, and the teens they just kind of like shout and cheer because they finally got to fucking do something. Renee is just kind of still singing with his eyes closed, just not aware of what has happened.
God bless him.
And 87 is just like kind of happy it's over and nobody really got hurt in the crowd. Glide is kind of like trying to start flying again, but he's just on the ground. He has nothing to propel himself. So for the most part, things are done.
We're hitting the top of the spire. I don't know. Is there like a button or whatever?
When you guys hit the top of the spire, it's black in color. The blackness starts to fade.
Oh, and just say, is there like a activation point that's clear?
Yes, there's like a square that you stand
on. Daisy looks at Victoria as they get to that point, and just kind of like lifts her hand, still looking at her. I don't know what I'd say to call back to this, but you know, the trying to get the vibes of that when they reach that sticker again.
Oh, okay.
Victoria will flash Daisy a grin before stepping forward into the square.
As you both step
Tries to time it so they both do it at the same time.
Yes.
Daisy takes like 5 steps in a row. Huh? And,
Still a little shaken from the bolt of lightning.
as you hit the square, all other sound in the stadium cuts out. There's nothing that can be heard but the sound of Victoria's guitar. And the crowd looks up to Victoria. They can see a rainbow behind her from the storm that appeared suddenly, and the sun that is still out. There is a very, very clear, like halo of light behind Daisy and Victoria, that shines down upon the rest of the stadium, and your shadows loom large over everything. Xellen, at the base of Black Metal's tower, in a very smoky heap, is a mannequin series robot that just got riggedy wrecked moments ago. Not to really cut the tension too hard with a dumb phrase, but she fell very far, very fast, and hit the ground kind of hard.
Zone's going to check on her.
An eye opens, and she kind of like moves her extremities. That was exciting.
I see you. You continue to survive.
What was that?
I would expect nothing less.
Yeah. I see you continue to survive too.
Well, I guess I didn't see you at the top after all. We're still here at the bottom.
It's not so bad down here. There's less general people. Hey, listen. Last time we met, you were kind of cagey, I guess is the best word for it. I really just want to talk for a little bit, if that's okay with you.
Zone's gonna look up at where Victoria's playing.
If you want to talk, she kind of like pulls some loose like panels and stuff close, and produces a card and hands it to you. That is the current address I have in this town. Feel free to come over.
But I don't understand. She looks past Kiyomi at the all the samurai stuff is how you could work for them.
I was looking for a way to talk to you, and for a long time you were very hard to find, and they promised to help.
They're not good people, Helen.
I'm starting to understand that.
Well, I'll think about it.
I hope you do. You should join your friends up there. I need to make sure she calms down before she starts throwing a tantrum. As Ellen, you see Yumi is just on stage, just seething, and like hyperventilating.
Good luck.
She walks over and just like starts patting her in the back. We did our best, and Yumi's like, just kind of grunting.
Xellen is going to go over to the Iron Garden spire and make her way up it to join her friends.
Okay.
She just starts walking up it.
Magnetically.
Yeah, 90-degree angle. Just do it.
Zelda iron boots it up there.
We established that mannequins could do that.
Yeah.
So Victoria, you play a little bit until Zelen actually gets up there, and as you reach the top, as I said, there's no other sound that can be heard but you at the moment. All of Harbor is listening to you, Victoria Lark. What do you say to them?
Victoria has always expressed herself best, first and foremost, through music. So she has one song that she has been working very hard on these past couple weeks for this exact moment. She is going to sing a song that kind of tells a story, or at least sets one up, about a coup against a kingdom, a plastic kingdom of people with Teflon hearts. These people who are known to poison your dreams and feast on your joy and steal your homes to trap you within walls.
There's a stunned silence in Harbor for what feels like an eternity. Victoria, as this last utterance of sound exits you and into the minds and hearts of the people of Harbor, those petition forms that people were signing to get people out of town stop becoming petitions and they start becoming meetings. People are speaking to one another outside of this Coliseum about making real change happen as soon as possible. The people inside of the Coliseum look up at the sun backlighting you, the members of ASC, and they remember your faces. They remember you from around town, from deliveries you've made, from finding precious things for people. Renee Ravel, a constant annoyance and thorn in your side, for probably the first time in a long time, has put on a shirt and is listening intently to what you have to say. The teens were already on your side from beginning to end, but it looks like in their eyes, a newfound respect has been fostered. And as all of this occurs, a voice can be heard over the silence after a short while. Wonderful. Just absolutely wonderful. A performance for the ages. Gladys flutters back in above the audience. I think it's clear today that we had a real competition, and I think it's time for the voting to begin. There's a chorus of boos, because everybody knows who won. Gladys.
Oh wait, hold on.
Mhm.
Hold on.
There it is. Perfect. No, it's fine. That's I should have grabbed that myself. Gladys looks incredibly annoyed at this and goes, "People of Harbor, I just wanted to make sure that the candidate that you wanted to choose was the right one for you." And the boos continue. They kind of overpower. They overpower her voice, and she like goes through the ceremony of like she holds up her hand towards Black Garden and Black Metal. Sorry, I keep Iron Garden, Black Metal. It's very kind of similar names.
Iron Metal.
Iron Metal. She holds her hands towards Black Metal and just nothing. They don't even interact. There's not a sound or a peep. She holds her hand towards the teens. There's some light applause, though they didn't play very much. She holds her hand towards Faust and Found. And there's some slightly more applause, as a lot of people actually liked Renee singing, and the people that 87 saved are like, fuck yeah! And then she holds her hand out towards you guys. And you guys don't hear the audience cheer for you. Because you hear something much louder, and it is the sound of every citizen in every home across all of Harbor simultaneously cheering and shouting the name ASC. And, you know, you hear a Victoria Lark once in a while. You hear a Daisy Bunsen. You hear a Xellen. And it's very clear that the people of Harbor are behind you in what you want to do next. Gladys, with a shrug, says, "It looks like the winner of our competition is Iron Garden," which is met by even larger applause. And then the other bands are escorted off stage. Kumika is unconsolable. She's kicking and screaming. And you guys are approached by Gladys and her boss, Theodore Lark. I just wanted to say to you kids, congratulations.
Thanks.
He's so tired.
You put on
Yes, honey picture.
Yeah.
You put on one hell of a performance, I gotta say. So, as promised, in the contract for this competition, you will be given a controlling stake in Samurai Entertainment. So, what do you plan to do with it?
Turns towards the other two. Victoria could say something, though she has two major ideas, but if anybody has something particularly business savvy or smart, please go ahead.
That's Ellen.
Not shakes.
What you got, B?
Um, I, before I throw it out, because the moment she says it, she's gonna want to stick with it. Would people like a heavy-handed answer to this, or a probably productive answer, though who knows how long-term it will be? Or how long it will be able to be productive, I guess I should say.
My vote is speak in character.
Yeah, well, I
Go down on your phones.
give us follow your heart. I trust in you.
Oh, okay. Victoria looks Gladys in the eye and says, "We're gonna shut it down."
Her eyes kind of widen, and she goes, I don't know if you fully understand the gravity of what you're doing. You see, Eden, the Eden Idol Agency has a very vested interest in the continued running operations of Samurai Entertainment, and
Better shut it down.
excuse. Theodore puts a hand on her shoulder and he says, "It looks like we're shutting down. Is there anything else I can get you before we start closing up shop?" He smiles. His very piercing blue eyes kind of look into you, and he just kind of, the word boss slithers out of his mouth.
Ugh. I guess there probably isn't too much of a chance you'd shut everything down, huh?
Progenic is not officially affiliated with Samurai. This is a separate business venture. Though if you are interested, there are investment opportunities available.
Eat shit.
He kind of shrugs, shakes his head, and says, "Far be it from me to tell you how to run your business."
She is incredibly satisfied by that.
He doesn't have any more words for you. He turns around and begins to walk away. Gladys just kind of looks like confused, like, "What? We just gonna let them shut it down?" And
Actually, we're gonna liquidate it, specifically.
Yeah, we're gonna liquefy it.
Yeah.
Daisy is just that very quick nod of someone holding back.
Yeah.
Gladys is just like, "Mr. Luck, wait a minute. I know where I remember you from. You're the young lady who can't follow orders."
Better at nothing else.
She kind of like takes another drag of her cigarette and frowns. "This place deserves your trash hole." And she flicks a cigarette on the ground, and her fairy wings kind of like fold in, and her leopard print high heels just kind of click against the stage as she begins to walk away.
Littering. How rude.
Victoria waits for them to leave before sort of falling forward, grabbing her knees, and just exhaling.
Are you okay?
Zips.
She's keeps that posture for a few seconds, catching her breath, before she turns up to Xellen. We did it!
Buster Wolf.
She sweeps them both in a hug.
Congratulations on winning the idol competition and shutting down Samurai Entertainment. You guys did do it. For one,
Real weird gamble to put that on the line in retrospect.
didn't think you guys would be this good at performing. Thought Kiyomi was really going to take it, especially with the cheating magic.
Yeah.
So, as you guys hug on stage, the crowd hasn't dispersed. They're still chanting ASC, 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 ASC. And you can very clearly hear Renee above everybody else going ASC. You guys heard a whole town chant and cheer for you. And
Ribbing.
a little bit. I think this is where we're going to end the session here. But
Give it 2 weeks. They'll forget about us.
As this chanting and cheering goes on, as the celebration happens, people are free from Samurai's clutch of entertainment. They are no longer beholden to this side of samurai, or not nearly as strong. The town after the show returns to some sense of normalcy. A lot of people go back to their regular jobs. A lot of samurai people quit and open back up bakeries and stuff like that. Though Samurai still has their fulfillment centers just about everywhere. And it becomes very public news that the central fulfillment center, run by Mitsuaki Kazama, is boarded. It's bolstered its defenses. They've erected walls. You cannot get in without key cards. It's like Samurai is turtling up and hiding now. We will return with Daisy, Victoria, and Xellen in 2 weeks in the next episode of Tales of Harbor. For now, I hope you found something precious. Thank you for watching.
Yay, thank you.
Get your Chikai out.
Chikai.
There it is.
Keep going.
No, wait. Did we go offline?
No, we're not offline.
Oh, okay. That was just my thing.
Oh,
Ramadan Gumiwa.
Shit, what was I gonna say? Chikai, an encore performance. Crack the turtle's shell.
Ooh.
That's really good. All right. Thank you guys for coming. I hope you had a lot of fun. And to my players, I hope you guys also had a lot of fun.
Sure
I had
did.
fun.
Yeah. All right. We'll see you guys in 2 weeks. Look forward to that episode upload. Hopefully by the end of the night. Sorry. In any case, please enjoy yourselves. Bye, everybody.
Good night, everyone.
Hey, everyone.
Good night, everyone.